ready to yet another Recipe Wednesday, where we make one recipe on a Wednesday. My name is Patrick Erskine. So I know you guys know that I think understanding your food and understanding the flavors and the science and what's actually going on in the food is really important. But what I think it's overlooked and is just as, if not way more important, is why we make good food, and it's to connect with people. It's to show the ones around you that you love them, to literally like give them something that's gonna brighten their day and make them feel something that they normally wouldn't have felt unless they consumed something that good. So with that theme, I'm gonna share a story. For the people who've been watching this channel for a while, you saw at the beginning of the year, I was actually in China trying to open a restaurant. We're going over there, Metro, which apparently is the Costco of China. And that's a whole other story. But for one of those weeks, I was in Thailand actually. So we were in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and it was the second day we were there. We were there to look for flour. At 10 o'clock we were going to look for the market and look for flour purveyors. But before that I wanted to explore the area. So I woke up early and I went to this like little food market that was going on, and I noticed they had food trucks there. I'm like, yes! Like, food trucks, I know those, I love those. So I ran over to the one, and here's a picture of a Pad Thai food truck. And I was just like, I love Pad Thai. I'm going for that. So I ran over to the food truck, and I only had like 30 minutes until I had to get picked up for this flour expedition. And so I didn't have time. Yeah, I just didn't have time. So I had to compromise. If I didn't get chicken Pad Thai, I at least would learn the recipe. And so I ran to the back of the food truck, and I was like, put my head into like the driver door just to like look at him. And it was super awkward because all the people in the line were sitting there staring at me, and the guy had no idea that I was just sitting there looking at him. And I was just like, I was like, oh, this is embarrassing, but I'm not gonna let this go by. And this was too cool to see how people in Thailand made Pad Thai while in Thailand. I wasn't gonna let that pass. I put my head through the door and I was just watching him, and he didn't see me, didn't notice me. And I saw him put it all together, and I was like, that's actually really easy. Like, that's not too many ingredients. And I could totally do that. But there's like one ingredient off to the side that I didn't see what it was. He was kind of throwing it in and throwing them out to the customers. I put my hand into his car and ended up putting it right into a vat of fish sauce. And he turned and he saw me. I pulled my hand out of the fish sauce. One was embarrassed because he noticed me. I was already embarrassed because everyone else was noticing me, but I was also like, oh no! Fish sauce is literally like, you take the fish and you put it in a jar, you salt it, and you let it sit out in the sun for like a year. So it's this horrible smelling, heavily umami, like flavorful sauce, but it smells terrible. So then when I got caught, no one said anything to me. They just looked at me. I just took my hand out of the fish sauce, took my hand out of the driver window door, and just walked away. So I was kind of humiliated, but I didn't really care because I got a recipe for Pad Thai while in Thailand. And so today on the Recipe Wednesday, I'm gonna make stinky hand fish sauce Pad Thai. I can't call it that. I'm gonna call it Pad Thai from Thailand. Cool. All right. So let's go. Okay. Not doing so hot. Okay, so I have to be 100% honest. This isn't a perfect copy of the recipe there because I couldn't find one ingredient, which was like this bologna sausage thing that was pretty much only sold in Thailand. I was searching for like 5 hours to find this one ingredient. I don't have it, but everything is just like it was. So to start this recipe, we're gonna be making the sauce base. A good way to describe Thai food is that it's really fresh. Everything is really fresh tasting. And if you look at a lot of cuisines across the world that are in kind of that tropical area, they all kind of have a similar theme where they're sweet, salty, spicy, and sometimes bitter. And it's kind of like an easy rule of thumb with all tropical food, like Brazilian foods like that, Hawaiian foods like that, Baja from Mexico foods like that, like a lot of it. So with Thai food, we're gonna be starting with our like base sauce. First ingredient would be 1/3 cup of just sugar. And then the juice of a lime. And then add 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. 1, 2. Okay, now this next ingredient's really important, and that is fish sauce. Now, have you ever gone to like your grandmother's house or like someone who cooks a lot's house and they have that ingredient, you're like, why the heck is that in your house? That's disgusting. That's like one of these. Like there's a certain part of the food world of like, how do you describe it? They're like foods that are by themselves disgusting, but when paired with foods, they're amazing. Like they're the secret ingredient, like anchovy paste. Why does someone eat anchovy paste? It's because when you put it in something, makes it taste super good. And that's like fish sauce. Any reasonable human being would be like, throw that away. That's disgusting. It's like one of the most amazing sauces that is completely overlooked. And you need it. You have to have this to make true pad thai. Like this is like the sauce of Thailand. Like how Americans have ketchup, the English have Worcestershire, Thai people have fish sauce. So yeah, so add 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup fish sauce. Skadoosh. And then add 1 tablespoon of sriracha. There you go. Basic pad thai sauce. So put that to the side now. So we got our sauce. Now we got our noodles. Every region of the world has their way of making noodles. And in Thailand it's no different. They have a rice noodle. And they have different shaped rice noodles, but for the pad thai they have the flat rice noodle. Can you see this? Can we see this? You're gonna treat it basically just like spaghetti or pasta. We're gonna cook this halfway, cool it down, and keep it from drying out until it's ready for stir frying all the other ingredients. So now we got our pad thai sauce and our pad thai noodles. They're not 100% cooked, they're about 70% cooked because we're still gonna be stir frying them up and adding more ingredients to it. But now we have the unfamiliar product accounted for. Now put this to the side. Okay, so now we are ready to stir fry. Start with 3 cloves of garlic. Yeah! 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 Now we got minced garlic. Okay, next thing to prep, green onions. Okay, and the last thing to prep, chicken breast. And chicken breast in nice little slices. Yeah, that's pretty much all the prepping we need to do, so we'll just get cooking. You can't stay there. You gotta come over here. So come on. Oh God! In Thailand they used a wok. I don't have a wok, nor do I have a wok burner. They're like the burners are like jets in Asia, where these are like the Western burners. They're like that flat thing. So I'm just gonna be using a non-stick pan. That's fine, as long as you have it on real high heat and nothing's sticking to the pan. Should come out with a very, very similar product. Heat up your pan. Add a little bit of oil. First ingredient you're gonna add is a little bit of garlic. Let that cook a little bit, and then add about half a chicken breast worth of chicken. And then add your noodles. And you're gonna add a good amount of your pad thai sauce. About 2 tablespoons worth. And also your green onions. There's a good amount of sauce in there. You need to let that reduce. So once the majority of the liquid has reduced, add 1 egg. Pop the yolk, and just keep it off to the side. Don't mix it in, not just yet. And now that it's still hot, but it's off the heat, you're gonna add some bean sprouts. You don't really wanna cook these too much, you just wanna let them wilt. Kind of the steam coming off the food will cook them just enough so they're perfect. And there we go. And there we go. Chicken pad thai. Then to garnish with a little bit of peanuts, a little green onion, and a little lime wedge for the side. And there we go, just a nice, elegant chicken pad thai. And there we go, that's the recipe. Just a good old pad thai. Pad thai. It's super cool because it's like sweet and acidic, so it seems very like light and like healthy almost feeling. And then it has that heat, but it has that like heavy umami of the fish sauce, which is very similar to like a soy sauce, like that like protein, like the umami flavor. The noodles taste super good, the chicken tastes good with all of it, and then like it all just kind of like melts together in the pot and like soaks it up, and really good. Like true Thai food, it has like one of the most unique flavors. Like it's even like unique in Asia. It's just like this really good, refreshing, like light, healthy feeling food. And I can make this style of food all day. Like it's so good. It feels good. I feel good. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you liked today's episode, like today's recipe, if you like, subscribe, don't let jazz, they'll notify as well. But as always, keep cooking. Bye. I'm in Thailand, and it is hot and sticky. Oh my God. Ugh. Check this out. There are chickens next door. Hey, buddy. And dogs. And a shack. And Thailand.
不给，我刚才看都给他。